What's going on, guys? Matt in the hat. Yes, I did get a new hat. Thank you to Kim Parks for donating. So now you'll be seeing me wear the real hat from time to time. Unless it's too windy like today, I'll be wearing the ball cap. But this is awesome. So Kim, thank you so much. So, Throat Punch Thursday. I'll be honest, I lost count on episodes, so I didn't even put what number this one was. But, here's a disclaimer. Damon, thank you for jumping in. Disclaimer. There's probably going to be some emotions involved in this one because this is true story of what happened to my 9-year-old son, that most of you know, Chase, on Tuesday. So he learned a few hard lessons all in one day. As a parent, you do everything possible to prepare your kids for events like this. Jessica, what's up? Richard, what's up? Thank you guys for jumping in. And I didn't find out about all of this until a little after 7 o'clock when I got home that night. And you know, by then he tells me he's crying, he's sad, and there's literally nothing I can do. I mean, all I can do is just be there for him, listen to him. So basically, I'll give you a little backstory before I go into the 5 life lessons that Chase learned as a 9-year-old. That's a lot for him to learn in a day. That's a lot for any of us as adults to learn in one day. So, first day of the new week, so after Memorial Day, no school. He was excited. Still had to get up early. Going to Summerscape, going to a school that he doesn't know any of the teachers, doesn't know any of the rec workers, helpers, whatever they're called. So there's a lot of unfamiliarity for him. Had a couple incidences of getting picked on, bullied, and as a parent, I'm already getting fired up. I'm getting mad. I'm getting angry. First thought in my mind is, they're only 3rd graders. I can take like 2-3 of them, no problem. But realistically, we all know that, you know, maybe I can take 4. I don't know. No, 3. Three's probably the max. They got strength in numbers. It's dangerous. Be careful. But in all seriousness, that's where your mind goes to, is you want to protect your kid. So first lesson that he learned is, even when you don't want to, even when you're on vacation, even when you don't have to go to school, you still got to get up early. Why do you still have to get up early? Because having a morning routine, daily routine, is one of the key factors in succeeding every day and not changing something that you're familiar with, because changing your morning routine could change your whole day. It could put you behind for the day, could put you running late, and you really don't know what's going to happen. So you have that routine during school, during work, whatever the case may be. Still always better to have that even when you're on vacation and no school. By doing this, your day's going to be more productive. You know everything that you have to do because it hasn't changed from the day or the week prior. So all you have to do is the same thing. You get more accomplished. You're getting up at the same time. You know when breakfast is. You already know what you're having for lunch because you did it the night before. Whatever the case is, you already know. Number 2, standing up for yourself can be hard. And it's easy when you're doing it for somebody else, which Chase has done multiple times for his friends, his cousins. He stood up for them plenty of times because he sees what's happening, recognizes that that's not right, and stands up for them. Standing up for yourself can be difficult because it can be different at times, because your friends and family aren't always going to be there. So, mom and dad aren't there, grandma, grandpa's, brothers, sisters, whatever the case may be, aren't going to be there. So that adds a degree of difficulty. And not knowing, why they're doing it, that, Trent, what's up, man? Not knowing why they're doing it can get in your head, whether you're a kid or an adult. Kim, thank you for jumping in one more time. Thank you for the awesome hat. I'll be wearing that as often as I can, as long as there's no wind, because, we're good. There's no wind in Kansas, right? But you can't always, it's not always as easily recognized when, you're being targeted and you don't know why, as opposed to looking on the outside in of why somebody else is. Also, you don't know whether, in his case, he didn't know whether or not that's something he should handle on his own. What I mean by that, as a lot of you know, Chase is a black belt in Taekwondo. He has done everything he can to not use that outside of the school, with the exception of practice and sparring. So he does really great at that. He's not like some of these guys that learn all that and go looking for a fight or picking for a fight. So already he's smarter at 9 years old than I've probably ever been. Just be honest. But not knowing how to handle that, because we've talked about as much as I understand violence. Is violence the answer? No. Was I good at it? Yes. But it's not the answer, especially for a 9-year-old. That's not what I want to put in his mind. That's not the road I want him to go down, thinking that that's the way that you should always start off, is with violence. No, you always try to figure out the problem, figure out a way out of the problem, around the problem, whatever the case may be. So his idea of, in his mind, handling that is going to tell the teachers or the workers that are there what's going on, which he did, and told them what was going on. And I asked him, I said, okay, after you told them, what was happening and what was going on, did it continue or did it stop? And he kind of put his head down. He said, it didn't do any good. The kids kept doing it. At that point, I'm ready to fight some third graders. And like I said, I could probably handle 2-3 of them at a time, tops. Four. I think that's just too many. But after that point, he knows that it hasn't worked. So then he realizes at that point, I have to do something about it. I have to put them in their place and get them to stop myself. Now, like I mentioned, violence, not the answer. Can it be effective? In some degrees, yes, it can. Do I want my 9-year-old leading with violence and what he's learned? Absolutely not. All of you that know him know that he's already smarter than I am, and he's already got this figured out. That's why he he is not that type of kid. This is just finished third grade. This is the third or fourth year that I can remember when they give awards away. He received the Peacekeeper Award for everybody getting along, breaking up fights, getting in between people that are arguing, going after. So he is not a fighter by nature. So mom and dad did something right along the way. So thumbs up to us. So by handling this and putting people in their place, it's a matter of warning them what's going to happen if it continues, putting them in their place as far as telling them to stop, or like I've told him, if it comes down to it and there is no other option and they continue to put their hands on you, you can do whatever is necessary for them to never put their hands on you again. My wife is not a fan of that, which I understand. But if that is a last resort, the teachers aren't doing anything, you asked them to stop, told them to stop, given them a warning, whatever you want to call it, and it still continues, at that point, then at some point you've got to defend yourself. So I've told him, don't hesitate if it comes to that, but do whatever you can to not let it come to that. Number 4 is ignore the haters. That's tough at 9 because you want everybody to like you. You want everybody to get along. You still don't realize that and don't understand why everybody just can't get along. You're starting to see that people don't get along, but don't understand why they're not getting along. So it's hard to ignore them at first, but by ignoring who's doing it, ignoring why they're doing it, ignore them in general, sometimes that is the best route to go, best option for you. Because in life, not everybody gets along. Not everybody likes you. Not everybody wants to be around you. Not everybody may like the way you look. That's why I wear a hat and glasses. Helps cover up my face. Not everybody is going to like something about you. Mike, what's up, man? And Troy, thank you guys for jumping in. So along with ignoring them is learning that you can't please everybody. And that's tough. Like I mentioned, at 9 years old, you want everybody to like you. You want to have as many friends as possible and just make sure everybody gets along. And at some point, and I know he's going to learn this down the road, that you can't be a people pleaser. Otherwise, you get walked on your whole life. You just can't be a people pleaser. You can't please everybody. So for those of you jumping in, I'll recap my top five life lessons that my 9-year-old learned a couple days ago. Was hard for me to listen to while he was telling me the story. But number 1 was waking up early. He doesn't like that. He's not in school, but mom and dad still have to be at work, still have to be at a certain time, so he's still waking up early. Number 2 is standing up for yourself can be hard. A lot of times it's easier to stand up for somebody else because outside looking in, you know what's going on, you know what's happening, and you recognize it. May not always recognize why they're attacking you, pushing you, putting their hands on you. Number 3, putting people in their place. Sometimes you have to, whether that's verbally or physically. Chase knows physically is the absolute last resort. Number 4 is ignore them. Ignore the haters. learn that you can't be a people pleaser. You can't please everybody. Finally, number 5, confidence is the key to getting through your day. And Chase has an enormous amount of confidence. He's 9 years old. He had his black belt before he turned 9. He is awesome to watch when he's in class with Master Hobelman at Family Martial Arts Center. You guys absolutely need to check it out. He is awesome to watch. Everything is right where it should be. Punches, kicks, blocks. He's got it in there. There isn't a whole lot he doesn't know, and he's like a sponge. You can just teach him anything. But outside of that is the world that is unknown, is different every day, changes every day. So with him knowing his strengths, JC, what's up, man? With him knowing his strengths at 9 years old, knowing where he gets his confidence from, where to draw that from, that's going to be huge for his success and for him down the road and growing as he will. Hell, he's 9, so he's still got a lot of growing to do. That confidence is only going to build, and we're trying to get him to be interested in sparring and doing tournaments, because that will only grow as you get those wins along the way. That only builds your confidence, only makes you want to do more, and just makes you feel a whole lot better. Along with that, if y'all remember the movie Wall Street, there's a line in there that I have never forgot. Gordon Gekko, and I quote, "Greed is good." Now, that I like the quote. Here's why I say that. A healthy ego is good. We all need a healthy ego, because nobody is always going to be there constantly to pat us on the back, give us that boost of confidence, and build us up like we need to at times. We have to do that by ourselves. We have to know our strengths. We have to know what to say, what to do, and know no matter what they say, I don't care. Doesn't affect me. Whatever their view of me, I don't care. It may be even to the point, I hope it's to the point that one day he can recognize that, look at him, smile, and walk the other way. And I say, and that's why I say a healthy ego is good, because nobody's going to be there for us except for ourselves. So we have to do all we can. We have to do all of this. Recall those memories. Okay, well, this is what happened last time. If something happens, I know to do this. If they push me, I know to do this. If they don't stop, I know who to go talk to. Or if it does get physical, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I know how to defend myself. I know offense. I know defense. I'm good. Whatever the case is, we need that confidence. We need that ego to build us up, and that's what keeps us going every day. People think that it's just a motivation thing. Eventually, motivation runs out. You can go watch one of the best speakers and just watch them get you jacked up and motivated. Sean Hayes. You guys want to hear somebody get you fired up in the morning? Sean Hayes will do it. Does video every morning. He will get you motivated. He will get you fired up. But at some point, that motivation is going to wear off. And you're going to be on your own. And you have to have that internal ego and that healthy ego to keep you going, keep you pushing, keep you grinding through your entire day, and keep doing what you need to do, what you know you have to do in order to be successful and chalk up wins for that day. So that's the 5 life lessons that my 9-year-old learned all in one day. All of this happened on Tuesday, so 2 days ago. He learned all 5 of these lessons in one day, which, like I said, that's a lot for a 9-year-old to learn. That's a lot for some adults to learn, let's be honest. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Throat Punch Thursday, No Hold Barred Truth. And I got through it better than I thought I would, because when you talk, I have never been an emotional person. 3 kids later, story's a lot different. When somebody talks about your kid or threatens your kid or endangers your kid, you just go from calm to super pissed off like that. It happens. All parents are guilty of it. Is it easy? No. Does it happen every day? Sometimes. But we have to get through it. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Matt in the hat, new hat, you'll have to be watching, checking it out. John North Ford, Lincoln Nissan, here in Emporia. I do this because your experience matters. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like this, share this out, tag some people that need to hear this, and maybe their kids need to hear it as well. Have a great day. Have an awesome rest of the week. Take care. Carry on.